There are few things as satisfying as dropping a nuke in Call of Duty. It started first back in MW2 with the Tactical Nuke, and in the time since we've seen the nuke evolve in many different ways, taking up other forms such as the DNA bomb or the KEM Strike, or metal alternatives like what you'd see in the Black Ops series with the nuclear metal. The end-all be-all streak in Call of Duty has been one of the most sought-after and well-received features in every single game it's been a part of. And with the reboot of Modern Warfare now less than a month away, the nuke is about to return in yet another dominant fashion, as the game will feature the streak as a hidden unlock in multiplayer. And according to some rumors out there, the nuke might not be exclusive to just multiplayer this year. Anyways, today, ladies and gentlemen, we are breaking down the evolution of the Modern Warfare Nuke. But before we jump into that, if you guys are new here and you want to stay up to date with everything going on in the world of Call of Duty, feel free to subscribe with your post notifications turned on, as I am always covering the latest news and intel. And of course, if you enjoy the video, let me know by dropping a like rating on it, as it does really help out. And now let's get into the evolution of the Tactical Nuke.
Tactical Nuke incoming!
Now for this, since we are just breaking down the evolution of the Modern Warfare Nuke, we won't be acknowledging the nuclear rewards available in games outside of the series. So the Black Ops games that contain a nuclear medal for reaching a 30-gun streak will be considered an honorable mention, if you will. And in addition to that, we also have to briefly bring up the KEM Strike, the DNA bomb, the Deatomizer Strike, and also the V2 rocket, as all of those are essentially nuke variants, but they aren't true to the Modern Warfare franchise in specific. However, in the case of honorable mentions, the KEM Strike available in COD Ghosts was achieved at a 25-gun streak, or a 24 streak with hardline, and it would simply wipe out the enemy team, and it did not end the game. The DNA bomb was found in Advanced Warfare and was a 30-gun streak that, much like the KEM Strike, wiped away the enemy team. However, the game would continue after it was called in. The Deatomizer Strike found in Infinite Warfare was a bit more specific, as you had to have a nuclear weapon variant equipped in order to actually unlock the Deatomizer, which was acquired at 25 kills without dying, only using your gun. Then, lastly, with the V2 rocket, this was found in World War II and was achieved after going on a 25-gun streak, and once again, much like its predecessors that we just mentioned, it did not end the game. So those are the honorable mentions, so to speak, but as far as the true evolution of the Tactical Nuke goes, we first must turn to MW2, as this was the very first time in Call of Duty history that we ever had such a dominating streak available. MW2 was also the first Call of Duty game to offer customizable kill streaks in the way of selecting your setup, rather than being forced to use the standard 3-streak setup that we had seen in years prior. So with that, you could run anything from UAV, care package, and emergency airdrop to Predator missile, Pavlo, and AC-130. You had complete and full control over your streaks, but without a doubt, the most popular setup to run in Modern Warfare 2, if you were looking to dominate, was the Harriers, the Chopper Gunner, or the AC-130, whichever you preferred, and also the Tactical Nuke. This was a setup that allowed you to, in some cases, only get 7 kills with your gun and still achieve the nuke, because your kill streak kills counted towards your nuke streak in general, making this Tactical Nuke relatively easy to get compared to all the others we'll talk about in this video. Once you achieved the nuke in MW2 and it was called in, it would effectively end the game and give your team the win. So even if you were down by 190 points in domination per se, if you got the nuke, you would win the game, making it even more satisfying to actually achieve. Moving on from that, the next time that we saw the nuke in Modern Warfare was in MW3. However, the nuke took up a different form this time around, and instead, it was called the MOAB, aka the Massive Ordnance Air Blast, or as it was more commonly known, the mother of all bombs. Now, unlike the nuke, the MOAB was not a selectable streak. MW3 had 3 different strike packages, consisting of Assault, which is the standard streaks like the Pred missile and the Pavlo and whatnot, Support, which was streaks that actually voided deaths, so you could end up earning them all throughout the game even if you died while on a streak, and also Specialist, which ended up giving you extra perks instead of streaks. Nowhere in those strike packages, though, was there a selectable nuke. Instead, the MOAB was available as a secret 25 kill streak that you had to get only with your gun. You could use any strike package you wanted to, but you had to get all 25 kills or 24 kills with hardline with your weapon and not from other streaks. So the MOAB was naturally much harder to actually get in-game, and instead of ending the game like the nuke did back in MW2, the MOAB simply eliminated the entire enemy team and the match would continue on. So in theory, you could end up earning 1, 2, or 3 MOABs in a game, or as many as time permitted. Like, I for one actually got a penta MOAB in one game, so that was 5 MOABs in one match. Subtle flex, you know how it is. So all around, the MOAB was a very different take on the nuke streak in general, but one that was equally as well received. But after that, Modern Warfare kinda went MIA. Obviously, as I mentioned earlier, we saw Ghosts as the next Infinity Ward title, and then Infinite Warfare after that. But now that Modern Warfare has returned this year, so has the classic nuke that we all know and love. And this time around, the nuke has actually taken up the form of both the original nuke and also the MOAB. It mimics the OG nuke in the sense that it is a game-ending kill streak, but it also mimics the MOAB in the fact that it can only be acquired through a gun streak. And in this game, it does require 30 gun kills in a row without dying to actually earn. So your kill streak kills do not matter whatsoever when it actually comes to building up your nuke streak itself. But if you do end up achieving a nuke in this game, it will promptly end the game once it does land on the map. So, like I said, kind of a mix and match of both of the previous nuke options that we saw in the franchise. Also, a little side note here, if you can comment down below how many times I've said the word nuke at the end of this video, I may or may not send my carrier pigeon to deliver you some cookies. But we're not done yet, because, according to the Gaming Revolution, who has been pretty spot on with all of his leaks in the past few months regarding MW, the nuke is not going to be exclusive to just multiplayer. And really, the only other mode in the game where it would make sense to even have a nuke reward is Battle Royale. But then you would probably say,
wait, Zach, Battle Royale is not confirmed to be in the game.
And yeah, while it's not confirmed, it's also not confirmed. Did that make any sense? It hasn't been confirmed to be in the game or to not be in the game as of now. But we do know that there are BR assets in the PC game files. We know that Raven is working on something this year that ties into Modern Warfare. And we've also had plenty of other leaks and rumors regarding the overall existence of Battle Royale in MW in general. So for the very first time in Call of Duty history, with MW, there could actually end up being more than one nuke available to unlock in the game. One in multiplayer, which of course we've already seen in the beta, and also one potentially in Battle Royale, which would be a very, very interesting twist to the gameplay there, because obviously a nuke in BR is not something that we've seen anywhere in Call of Duty or even elsewhere. And my mind there initially goes to, well, how on earth can you unlock a nuke in Battle Royale? Maybe it's something you get for earning 20 kills in a game, let's say, and if that's the case and you're already dropping 20 bombs as is, chances are you're probably good enough to get the win regardless. Maybe the nuke is something that you have to call into a certain location on the map, and it only affects that area in specific, wiping out those only in that designated zone. I doubt it would be something that you would get out of a supply drop or a crate or whatever else. That seems like way too good of a reward simply for opening a crate, but this whole idea of there being more than one nuke is very unique and interesting, to say the least. Anyways, back to the topic at hand, the evolution of the Modern Warfare Nuke will take its next step on October 25th, and potentially another step later on down the road if and when Battle Royale does end up coming to the game. But at the very least, the next edition of the Tactical Nuke is only a few weeks away, alongside the full release of Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
What? 66-1.
If you guys are excited for MW, or if you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like rating on it, as it would be much appreciated. And of course, if you guys are brand new here to the channel and you want to stay up to date with everything going on in the world of Call of Duty, ranging from news to leaks to updates and everything else in between, feel free to subscribe with your post notifications turned on. That way you'll always know when a new video goes live. As always, be sure to use code IMMORTAL on all G Fuel, Control Freak, and Respawn products. You can find all of those links listed down below. And once again, thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.